Hey everybody, it's Lee from Lazarick Homestead, and I am getting back in the kitchen. I came across a video from Cook, Clean, and Repeat on YouTube, and she was making a Cajun chicken pasta soup, and it looked really good, except I'm not Cajun. I don't like the Cajun food, so I'm taking out the Cajun seasoning, the white pepper, and the cayenne pepper, and the Rotel. I don't care for Rotel. So I'm going to swap that with just petite diced tomatoes, or I think just diced tomatoes, and I'll cut them up. But everything else is going to stay the same. Yeah, it looked really good. I'm not into spicy, so I'm going to just omit that kind of stuff. And I will put the link to her channel in here where I got the recipe. I did get a comment by somebody saying that they were wondering why I didn't put links in for places that I get my stuff. And I did when I first started my channel. Because if you remember, those of you who still watch and have been with me since the beginning, this channel was for me and my family. It was so that I had something to leave for my grandchildren and for my kids to watch after I'm gone. I was not out to make money on YouTube. Even though I may be monetized, it was because people were telling me they're running ads on my videos anyway and getting paid, and they're getting money from my ads. So when I was eligible to get monetized, why not do it? I did it for a little while, then I shut that part off and I wasn't getting monetized, and then people were saying they're running the ads on your video, so why not just be monetized? So I redid it and I started to get monetized. But I don't make money on here. Literally every 3 to 4 months, I will get a deposit, because that's how it works. You have to make $100 before they will even disperse anything to you. So if you don't make $100, you don't get paid. And my videos, I don't get $100 until 3, 4, sometimes 6 months. Because I'm not in it for the money. I'm in it because my grandson, when he was a baby, and they were trying to get him to go to bed at night, he would put on my videos and watch them with, until he fell asleep in his bed with his dad. His dad would put him to bed. And so he'd get to watch me every night. And it was funny because there was a time when I did a hot dog video and I put onions, because I love onions on my hot dogs. And the next day or two or a week later, he's telling my son, his father, I want hot dogs with onions. And it was because of my video. So they get to see me. And they get to watch me outside gardening in the spring and summer. They get to watch me cook, and they get to see their grandma. That's why I did it, because when I'm no longer here on this earth, hopefully these videos will be around and they get to see their grandma. That was my, and another thing in the beginning, it was to get over my fear of being on camera. I didn't like to have pictures of me. So people that I surrounded myself with in the beginning on YouTube, they urged, they gave me a lot of support and said, you can do this. Because we would be on live streams together and groups that we were in, and we would have a great time. So I just got my camera, my phone, and I started doing it. And it's helped me just to get out of myself a little bit. So that's why I would forget to put the links, because my description wording is saved into Google. And I just copy and paste it when I'm putting my videos up into YouTube. And so I forget to put the place or the links of where I get my recipes from, because most of these places are places everybody in my circle already knows about, like In the Kitchen with Mama Mel and Mandy in the Making and places like that. I find all my stuff from there, and I just kind of tweak it in my own way sometimes, because not everybody likes all the same ingredients. So she mentioned in the comment why I'm not bothered to put the links. It's not that I'm not bothered, it's that I forget. I just copy and paste my description and I put it in there. And I will try to do better because there are a lot of new cooks out there. I didn't even think of that, to be honest, of new cooks, because I'm not a professional. I go by something. I have no imagination. I have to see it by a picture or watch it being done to decide if I'm going to do it. I do not just throw things together, because I cannot do that. Nothing like that. It will not come out good. I'm not egotistical enough to know or to say that I can just whip things together, because I can't. I have no imagination. I'm not good with tastes of spices and all that and could tell you what's in what. I'm just not. That's not me. So I see something I like and I copy it, or make it my own. Most of the times I'm omitting something, because like the white pepper, and I had white pepper. I probably have some downstairs, but I don't like it. So I omit what I don't like and I replace it with something, or I don't replace it at all. So there's no excuse. I just would forget to put that the link to where I found it. But I would always mention it in a video. Oh, I got this from Mama Mel or Mandy in the Making, because I'm thinking, okay, everybody knows who they are. And that's probably not the case. And that's my fault there. So I will start putting the links in there, because I wasn't thinking of everybody watching my videos. I'm just thinking of my family. I'm not that person that thinks, oh, everybody's out there watching me. No, I don't think that way. I'm just a nobody like everybody else. I'm a mom, grandmother. I'm quiet. We have a very quiet, boring lifestyle to me. So I guess other people watching my videos, I didn't think about that. So I'll try to do better and put the links in there if I remember. But if I don't blast me. I usually just say where I got it from. Like this one, Cook, Clean, and Repeat is the YouTube channel. And you can always, it's called Cajun Chicken Pasta Soup. So you go into the search under that channel, and there's a little hourglass thing where you search and you put in Cajun Chicken Pasta Soup. Her channel is Cook, Clean, and Repeat. So if I don't have, and I'm not going to take the time to type out the recipe into my description box. It's not my recipe. I'm not going to do that. So I will try to put the link in there for the people that are new and just starting out or want that. But I'm not going to guarantee every video is going to have that. I'm not doing this channel to make money, because I don't make money. I'm doing it for my family and for me, just something to do. So for those of you that you want to go to a channel and get the exact measurements and the exact ingredients, listen to what I'm saying and find that channel where it came from and go search it up. I'm not trying to be rude or mean or anything, but I don't have the hours in the day to make sure everything is perfect for everybody. And I'm not going to do that, because these videos aren't made to make money. If I was worrying about making that dough on YouTube, which is virtually impossible for someone like me, you have to be putting out the most professional content, dressing to the hilt, makeup on, beautiful kitchen. And I don't have that, and I'm not going to pretend I have that. We're a working household, a living household, and I just don't have that kind of time. This is something I do for me and for my grandkids to see. And maybe like my daughter-in-law, she sees a video I'm making and she wants to try that at home, and she can. This is me. I've said that from the beginning. We are not professionals at YouTubing. I'll never be professional. I'm just still getting used to the camera. I get tongue-tied a lot. I don't know what to say sometimes. So it's just the way it is, guys. I'm me. I'm not going to pretend to be anything else. And that's my why for doing this. And those of you who have been with me, like, Super Dave and the other ones that comment on my channel, you've been with me since the beginning and you understand. So anyway, let's get to it, because they want you to use a Dutch oven. And I have to say, I have a Dutch oven my son bought me years ago, but it's so heavy and my wrist can't handle that now. So I think I'm just going to use my Ninja pot, because I can sear in that and I can sear the veggies in that and just cook it that way, because I am not pulling out that big, heavy Dutch oven and trying to wash it later and have my wrist go. So that's a different part of it I'm going to do too. So follow me along, guys.
Lazarick Homestead. Real people. Real living.
Alright, so I'm using this can of diced tomatoes from Great Value. And I'm just going to cut it up into smaller portions. I didn't feel like going back down to get a petite can. I want to use up this stuff that I'm not particularly... I'm finding that I'm not liking some of the Great Value brands of things. So I want to use up what I have before I start buying the other brands. I mean, it's good money saving, but like, I don't like the Great Value peas. Corn just has this weird taste to me. And they don't put the best part of it in. Look at that. That's the stem. I noticed that they seem to use more inferior product than the Green Giant and things like that. And I've heard stories from people that work in those factories that they take the produce that's on its way out and use it for these kinds of things. I don't know how true that is. But I do notice the difference when I open a can of Green Giant, Green Giant or Del Monte green beans, and I open a can of the Great Value. There are a lot of stems in here. The green beans don't look as great. They're broken in pieces and just thin. But when I open a Green Giant or Del Monte, they are nice color, nice shape. There's no stems. I hardly ever get any of those in there. And it just looks like better quality. So there's some things I'm just trying to use these things up now instead of wasting them. And I'll just start buying my favorite, my regular bag. Now this recipe don't call for carrots or celery, so maybe I'll put those back in the fridge and we'll use those for something else. Okay. So I'm just getting everything together here, so I'll bring you back when it's all together. Alright, so the recipe calls for 5 cups of chicken broth. I have this 32-ounce Kitchen Basics chicken stock, and it brings it to 4 cups. So the remaining cup, I'm going to use my chicken bouillon flavor with some more water. So I'll bring another cup of water, and I will just mix in the chicken broth, bouillon, because I'm not opening another can and only using half of it, or another box and only using a cup of it. It doesn't make any sense to me. So we're going to get a big spoon and 1 teaspoon to 1 cup of water makes some broth, but I'm going to use a tablespoon because I like that flavor. So I'm going to get that in there and just mix it around. So now we're at 5 cups, and we got a little extra flavor from the chicken bouillon. And this one it's expired in 2022, March, but I've been using it and it is just fine. So I have more bottles of this downstairs. So we are going to just whisk this up and get it all broken down. I have to admit, I took a break and went down. My friend texted me and said that chicken breast was on sale down the street at our store for $1.97 a pound. A limit of 3 packages, so I went down and got my 3, and I may go back down with Chris tomorrow. We'll see how we're feeling, and go get 3 under his name. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to portion it up, vac seal it in 1 pound packages, because that's usually what a recipe is. I normally get it from my butcher, But I figured I'd just jump on that deal, and I have really no room. So when I make some room, I can go call the butcher and do a big order like I do a couple times a year. Okay, so I've got my Ninja on saute. I'm just melting the 2 tablespoons of butter. Okay, and then we're going to put the onions in there and saute, and then we'll stir in garlic and seasonings. So I have to get minced garlic. I'm sweating. I am sweating. So I just brought stuff downstairs. And I also picked up some toilet paper that was on sale too. When I see it at a good price, I know my price points. I will get it. Now, the 2 tablespoons of minced garlic. So we'll get my tablespoon out. Hopefully it fits in here. Barely fits in here. All right, so the butter is melting. I figured I would just do it. I didn't want to take out my heavy Dutch oven because my wrist can't handle that anymore and cleaning it. When I could just use this, it does the same thing. And the cat wants to go out. Come on. So it's almost ready to saute, and I'll bring you back. All right, it's almost ready. It'll be beeping any minute for the saute. So I'm going to take my cutting board, and I'm going to cut up the chicken into pieces, because these chicken is from my rotisserie chickens, and that I vac sealed in another video. So I need 2 cups. So we're going to get that over here. And I'm going to get my big measure cup. See, now it's ready to be sauteed. So it was only a minute. So I'm going to get that big cup here. Get that moving around. That's why I love this Ninja. You can do saute, sear, slow cook, steam, sous vide, braise, bake, and proof. I've not really used anything but the saute and sear and the slow cook. I haven't done sous vide, braise, or anything like that, but that's okay. So we're going to cut up that chicken. Oh, I didn't think I was recording. And we're going to get it into pieces for chicken soup. You don't want it in too big of pieces. You want to be able to get it on your spoon. I'm sure it's okay if you have a little bit extra than 2 cups. You could always add more broth or whatnot. That's why I like to get these rotisserie chickens and break them down for things like this, you know. It's easy. It's already cooked. You don't have to go about doing all that, and it's good price. And I have one in the fridge that my son has been eating off of, because he could eat a whole chicken all by himself. We're going to get that. Just get this chicken cut up. Chicken don't go in till later, so I'm just going to get that ready. Watch your fingers, guys. I nearly just took my finger off. You know, I know Walmart and some stores sell chicken already rotisserie or cooked and put in, you know, in containers and weighed out and all that, and you can buy it already. But I find that that's way more expensive for the amount of chicken you get, when I can just take some off of a rotisserie chicken that I'm buying for $4.68. And then usually you get like 8 ounces of cut up chicken or a pound, because you're paying for the convenience of them cutting it and packaging it. And when you just buy, I'd rather pay for the convenience of them cooking the rotisserie bird, wrapping it in its plastic in its little, container, and me coming home for $4.68 for a whole bird that I will get several meals out of. If you saw my other video, you saw how many packages of one or 2 cup packages of chicken that I was able to get off of there. And now I have it for different meals. So this is about 2 cups worth of chicken. And I still have this one here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it in a baggie, quart-sized baggie that will hold it. And this will be for maybe chicken quesadillas or something. I'm not sure. Hot chicken sandwiches, or just for the kids to pick at. And what I do is I put the date on here so that I know when I put it in the fridge. And I know how long it's been sitting in there. Oh, does that smell good? Alright, these are sauteed. So we're going to shut that off. Shut that off. Whew, so hot. And we're going to go to the next step. We're going to stir the garlic and seasonings. So we'll get 2 tablespoons of that. Get that stirred around. Now it is turned off. We're going to add paprika, dried oregano, garlic powder, thyme, salt. Oh, does that smell good? So we're going to find the paprika. Paprika is half a tablespoon. I'm finding I don't really care for these spice containers too much. But I'm going to keep using them so I can come up with another idea. Half a teaspoon of oregano. Half a teaspoon of garlic powder. Half a teaspoon of thyme. I'm not using white pepper and cayenne pepper, and a 1/4 teaspoon of salt. We're gonna get that stirred up. It says take off heat. Continuously cook for 5 minutes and remove from heat. Add chicken broth. And then we're going to, it says to return to heat and bring to a boil. So I'm going to get it back on saute. Get it boiling. So we're going to add the rotel, which for me is just broken up diced tomatoes. I do not like rotel, not at all. And heavy cream. So we'll get the heavy cream. And how much heavy cream? 1 cup of heavy cream. Now I opened this the other day. So we'll get 1. Oh no, I didn't. That's the one I opened I used. My bad. You're supposed to boil this in the Dutch oven, but we're just gonna and that is 1 cup. I honestly wish they would make heavy cream in 1 cup portions, especially for us people that don't use it all the time and it only calls for 1 cup. And, you know, there's other ways to do it, like heavy cream powder and all that, but you know, I don't know. Just haven't broken down and bought that yet. I suppose I should try it. Alright, so we're going to stir that all up. Let me tell you, that smells amazing. Next, return back to heat and bring to a boil. So we're going to get it to a boil. Actually, what I'm going to do, because it's only 2 o'clock, I'm going to get it on slow cook. And I'm going to do it on, let's see, 2, 3, 4, 5. Do it on high for a little while and see how that goes. And maybe low. Because then we'll add in our chicken and our ditalini. First you add in the ditalini and cook for 10 minutes on low medium. Then you add your rotisserie chicken and cook for 5 minutes. You know what? I'm going to just add the chicken into it. But I'll wait for the ditalini to like right before the end because I don't want it to get mushy. So I'm just doing it a little bit differently and not using a Dutch oven. And I'm going to set it and I'm going to forget it. Let that chicken cook in there and everything else. Clean up my dishes and I'll go down and sit and watch some TV. And then all I have to add is the ditalini. So we'll be back. Now I found this little bit of corn I had in the fridge. So I'm going to dump that in as well. It was from dinner from 2 nights ago. And I'm like, you know what? I'm going to just use that up. I forgot my spoon. Let me find a spoon. Let's see here. You know what? Instead of dirtying 2 spoons, I'm just going to use a ladle. So we're just going to get that mixed around. And just a little bit of corn. That was all it was. I do have a little bit of green beans too. Maybe I'll add those too, because that is not even enough for a meal, I think. I don't waste anything. Look. Just that much. So we're just going to shove those in so I can get those dishes out of the fridge. There we go. Why not? It's not going to kill anything. Waste not, want not now. Alright, so we will be back. Okay, guys, so everybody's home. Chris is home. Sierra's home. So I'm going to dump these pasta in here. Stir it around. Sierra took some of the broth to dip her grilled cheese sandwich in, and that looks fabulous. So hopefully I don't have too much pasta for the amount of broth in here, but we shall see.
I didn't take that.
Alright, so we had a box of garlic toast in the freezer. The oven is ready, so we are going to put that in, and I think I have it a little too close. I might have to take that out. Push the, put the wrap down one. I don't know. Get that in the oven. Hopefully I don't burn it. That's just how I roll. Alright, and we're going to take a look at this soup. I'm not going to lie, I stole a little spoonful and it is amazing. Amazing. Look at that. A little different than hers because she didn't add the green beans or the corn, but I had them in the fridge. There wasn't enough for an actual meal. And I used diced tomatoes instead of rotel. And no spicy stuff. No cayenne, no white pepper. But my goodness, so we're going to leave that on keep warm. And the garlic bread will be done in 1 minute. Alright guys, the garlic bread is done. I am ready to chow down. Chris is getting the fireplace ready to put the fire on. He's still sick. But I'm going to make myself a bowl. Now, you can throw some mozzarella cheese on top or any cheese of your choice. So I'm going to grab the bag of mozzarella that I have open, but I also have some cheddar here. So I might sprinkle a little of both. Let's see here. I've got some mozzarella and some of my other shredded cheddar. So I'm going to sprinkle a little bit of the cheddar on there. You probably can't see that because I don't have room for you to see it. But I'm going to just do that. Open up this mozzarella. If I can get my fingers to work. Don't work. Throw some of that mozzarella on there. Okay guys, here's my dinner. And it is so good. You've got to try it. I can't believe how good that tastes. So much flavor. It would have more flavor if you use the rotel, I'm sure, and all those other spices. But I am telling you, go try this recipe. I will put the link in the description box for the video I saw. And oh my yumminess. Alright guys, I just had to show you another one of it. I'm taking bites of it and I'm in heaven right now. I'm in heaven. This soup is to die for. What I think I'm going to do is I'm going to make a big pot of this without the noodles, and I'm going to freeze it without the ditalini, just like I did with my pasta fagioli in that other video. I have plenty of chicken, but this is amazing, amazing soup. Sierra took a bowl of the broth and dipped her grilled cheese in it, and she really liked that too. And even without the pasta, if you wanted to make it low carb and you didn't want the pasta, this is amazing by itself without the pasta. Oh my God. I have a feeling there won't be any left. Todd, did you like it? Yeah, Todd liked it too. So, I highly recommend this. And the video is at Cook, Clean, and Repeat. And I will put the link to this. Trying to remember. But my goodness. And if you like the spice, you can add the rotel. And you can add those cayenne pepper and all that other stuff. But this is amazing. Oh my God. I'm going back for more, guys. All right. See you later.